Hello everyone, and a warm coronavirus welcome to the evening today for the next round of the RLH Super GT Championship then. So, today we're racing around the, I believe it's a fancy track of Autopolis. I believe it's a fancy one, it seems fancy, and I've raced it a few times before. It's definitely a track not for the faint-hearted. That final sector is one that a lot of people will be caught out by at the end of the race. I can tell you that when focus is low. But firstly, we got a qualifying session ahead of us. A 10-minute one, I believe it is. Running on board right now, we are with Phil McConaughey. So we should probably get some kind of info up on the screen for you guys. And give me a second. Hopefully I can get this all up. There we go, this is what we're on. There we go. Lovely. So, Phil at the moment is on our screen. Second in the running at the moment is Schmidt. Third is Brumer. Fourth is Aries Umbra, having a bit of a moment out of the corner before the hairpin. Fifth, RLH, sure, some beautiful liveries out here today. Sixth being Timmy the Turtle, seventh being Nika, eighth across the line will be Deneen, then Bagpuss Gruff, then Platypus Returns. What a name that is! Haven't seen this guy before. I'd like to see how he does. 11th is Fifi, 12th is Atomic, and in the pits is Leica and Wesley. And it looks like Wesley has been given some kind of problems before we've even started. Up to line for Phil, it's a 36.2. 35.9 for Schmidt. Brumer goes and sets himself a bit slower. Aries goes faster than Brumer. Then Short comes up to line for his first lap. He's going to receive a 37.0. Then Timmy the Turtle with next to follow. We've got a large group just behind these guys. So Timmy, then Nika. So we're just going to see where these guys place. Timmy's 6th, Nika's 6th, Deneen's 6th. Bagpuss goes into the pits and Platypus goes 8th with that lap time. And then after that we got Fifi, who'll go 9th, and then Atomic will be the next person to finish. Atomic will be the final one around the corner, and then our first laps will be done except for Leica, and then Wesley, who seems to have some kind of problems. And there's Atomic going up into 11th. He looks like he's had a massive off there because it's a 2-minute 8. Should not be the lap time you're looking for around here. But at the moment on top is Schmidt, followed by Phil, then Aries Umbra in behind. The top 4 separated by around about a second so far tonight. And I hope everyone is enjoying their coronavirus, staying in basically, just not going out anywhere. Myself, I'll be doing work all day, so I've been living the school life, the school dream. No, I haven't. It's not been the dream. I can assure you on that one, but I hope everyone has been. There's been no excuse not to practice. 100%. Hello, Freddie. How are you doing? Why aren't you? Oh wait, you're not racing anymore, Team Squad, are you? Oh, that's interesting. Why aren't you commentating? That's another question on my mind. People look to lower their fuel consumption a bit. A few people will be setting past laps. Short down by 4 tenths though. Brumer. Oh, look at that, trying to go past Phil on the inside then, really disrupting his lap. Only 4 minutes ago in the session, so oh, massive crash. Shoot, who was that? That was Aries Umbra, who's gone round as Nick has set a faster lap time this time around. Looks like Aries has got some front end damage as well. We may have to go into the pits and sort that out at the end of the lap then. Fifi setting a fast time of 1 minute 40. Where's that got him in the grand scheme of things? It's got him P8. So this is what a very technical race. Brumer looks to be in more little battles at the moment. As around this track, obviously it's a very hard track to master. We can see a massive differentiation in the time with Brumer at the moment, 2.5 second behind in P6. So first to, it's almost that Mercedes kind of thing. I expect the 107% rule may have to come in here. If there was one of them, then I think definitely it would definitely be coming in. With 3 minutes and 40 to go in the session, only Leica and Bagpuss Gruff not set lap times, I do believe. Yeah, those are the only ones without lap times. Beautiful liveries on display today, almost a Petronas, almost Mercedes livery going on here for Leica as he comes through the middle sector towards the final sector, starting at the hairpin. Schmidt now been on his final set of tyres to come out and set his fastest lap on today then. Phil coming into the pits, as I assume a lot of people will be Aries heading to the pits after that front end damage. Then Nicker heading to the pits, I assume most people will be heading to the pits unless they are finishing laps. Oh, Deneen tries to go up the inside of Bagpuss. Gruff Bagpuss backs off there. Deneen with the Livid E Racing little typing on the side there as he's coming around the final few corners, and I assume he will be heading to the pits. No, he's going to go for a lap, and he's starting his lap now on his own. He's got all the track he needs ahead of him as Bagpuss Gruff is behind him, and Zatomic has gone faster with a P8 there. 4.5 seconds off P1 though, as Leica also sets that lap of a 40.9. Well, those 140s are all close together now. Around 8 to 12, all very close. Schmidt at the moment. Let's ride on board with him for the end of this lap then. Well, obviously this is only his warm-up lap, so don't get too excited yet. It's only the out lap. But we will ride on board with him surely for his flying lap. It's the first one really out of the pits, so I don't see why not we cannot ride on board with him as everyone gets ready for the laps. Hopefully he doesn't run into any traffic. He shouldn't. So then we come to the end. This will be his last lap, most probably. Yes, it will be. With 1 minute 30 on the clock, he'll just arrive at the finishing line a few seconds after the checker play his way. Now down into turn 1 for Schmidt. Then goes round very nicely indeed. We're going to ride inside his car for the next part of the lap then, as he comes around the long right-hander and then into this acute, almost 90-degree angle corner. As we ride over the curbs there, and then on the left-hand side, it's a double left-hander following us here in gear 3 through here, holding it in gear 3 for the whole of it, down into turn 1, gear 1 for the hairpin, and then through the gears now as we go to the long left-hander now. Yeah, I can eat my dinner, man. Don't you worry about that one. I'm going to have my dinner while commentating. They're coming down into the hairpin now for Schmidt. 3 tenths ahead of Phil at the moment. Can he extend that gap is a question that we do need to answer now. Down into the 90-degree right-hander, followed by another 90-degree. He's not going to be riding the curve on this one. He's going to ride on the exit. Good, basically second apex there, coming down into the last few corners now for Schmidt. What can he do? He's going to open up the next few corners. He's going to go wide. Oh, he's hit the cross there. That may limit his lap time quite a lot. Coming through the final 2 corners down the long right-hander before the left-hand kink. Will we see an improvement of lap time? It's going to be good up to the line. Will it be an improvement? No, just not. Just not an improvement for Schmidt there. But Phil up to line. He's on the best lap time. Can he improve by enough? Oh, no, he's not going to. That last sector was not good. Boomer up to line. What's he going to do? He goes 5th. Short up to line. Goes 3rd. And just behind them is... Oh, who's that? Aries Umbra improves as well. Deneen won't be able to improve. Next person up to line will be GR Nicker. What can Nicker do this time around? 2.222 off of P1. And he does go quicker to 1.2. Deneen will not be improving. I saw him off the track. So P8 will be the highest he'll be able to head in this session then. P9's Atomic at the moment. He won't be improving this lap. Then 13th at the moment. Bagpuss Gruff up to line. Then it's Fifi. Then it's Leica. And Leica is the only person out of those 3 not to improve. Then behind a person who did not improve. I'm not sure who that was off the top of my head. I'm trying to see who's next across the line. Is there anyone else across the line? There are people. I'm sorry if I missed you. That was Atomic just crossing the line. And just behind that, that is Platypus coming up to the line. And he will not be finishing in P1, definitely. But the person who has finished P1 by 0.3 of a second with that second lap, this first flying lap, will be the white sponsored car of Schmidt. A great lap from him there. beating out, let's have a look. Last place, Timothy Turtle by 6 seconds. That is a massive gap. Fair play to Schmidt there, because that is some effort he's put into put a lap out like that. Consistency, practice is all you need around here, and Schmidt has mastered that. So there is your order. A very quick order. And we now come into the race. Standing start for the boys. What can they expect down to turn 1? A lot of S ratings, we'd love to see that from the front view. Everything we're looking maybe to pounce at the start, but now we go to the first few lights then. We're all waiting for the cars to go. And we go to all the lights. And it's lights out and away we go. The light has gone green. And already Aries Umber, we can see he's had a mega start compared to Phil. Just behind him, as down as turn 1 we go. Schmidt looks to have a good start. So does Short. Oh, there's been a bit of contact instantly. But already everyone's been able to get around turn 1 pretty cleanly. Is now running down towards turn number 2 then. Schmidt's going to keep the lead ahead of Short, ahead of Aries Umbra, and then Wesley looks like he's left the route. There's been some problems there, and oh, Denis trying to get on the inside there. It's been a very adventurous start for him there. And Timothy Turtle at the back of the pack, but at the moment up top will be Schmidt, followed by Short, followed by Aries Umbra, followed by Phil, followed by Nick. And Phil's had a very bad start. Nick having a very good start actually, followed by Bruma, Short's teammate there, Lyko in 7th. And Deneen in 8th, the top 8 as it stands for now. Now flying down. Let's ride on board with Short in 2nd. Schmidt is in 1st at the moment. As we now break down into the next corner. Short will be trying to fly past Schmidt as soon as possible, because those tyres will get old very quickly. And the grip will be lost, obviously, with the amount of corners that Autopolis has to offer. Within, I don't know, about 3-4 laps. Those tyres will not be looking at their best day, as Schmidt is pulling away from Shaw, which is not good for the man in the number 77 car, as now the gap is over a second as we finish lap 1 then. Let's run on, let's go down the grid then. Let's see if any moves are taking place. Everyone seems to be pretty far apart at the moment, as Platypus looks like he's had a bad start of some kind, as we now funnel down to turn 1 for the 2nd time. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I may have a replay at the start then. Yes, I do. So let's run on board with Short then. Sorry, let's just restart this. Quickly, let's ride on board with Short then. Very good. A lot of grip off the line actually. He's already passed Phil before anything has happened. So let's have a look how he got alongside Schmidt then. So, oh, he gets a little bit of a hit from behind actually, which kind of carries him through the corner there. And then he's able to go side by side with Schmidt there, down towards the next few corners. And Schmidt does have the inside line, brace a bit later, and is able to stay there at that moment in time. But now, look at the gap, 1.4 seconds already, with all the cars funneling through now. And look at that, Lyko and Bruma getting very close together. Obviously, just complete ruin. I'm going to have a look at the start one more time, but sadly, that's not going to be happening anymore. I pressed the wrong button, and that's really annoying me now. But we did get another view of the start from Short's point of view. A good battle there. Oh, look at that. There's a 3-car battle here between Bruma, Lyko, and Deneen. Then just behind that, we've got Zatomic, Bagpuss, and Fifi, all covered by a very short distance then. And Schmidt is now really pulling a gap, and we can see Phil closing up. Will he go for the move? Well, he thinks about it, but he's not going to claim for it at the moment. Aries Umber, followed by Nick, and followed by these three. Oh, Lyko's got, I think Lyko's hit Bruma in the back there, and Lyko's really getting pressure now by Deneen. There's Atomic and Bagpuss, both go right. So does Fifi. Fifi follows the trend as we now go through. Timmy has a little bit of company at the back there with Platypus returns in that Honda, coming down towards the 90-degree right-hander then. As the gap now is 2 seconds, followed by a very quick train behind, a chasing train of Short, Phil and Aries. Would Phil be able to close up? Is another question that Short needs to ask himself, because would Short benefit from letting Aries, letting Phil through here and maybe trying to push up? And now heading down to the next 2 corners. Everyone seems to be in a good position. We're going to ride on board while have a little bit of my dinner. For a bit of Deneen action, shall we? At the back of this battle, we'll be able to see it perfectly as Leica tries to close up. Has a bit of a little bit of a tank over there. They've only got half an hour to make these moves, so they've got to make them count and quick if they do want to get up the field. Oh, Leica having a bad exit there. Timmy Deneen having a better exit out of that corner. LR Deneen then coming up to turn number 1. Sadly no move for him in that instance, but he closes up to Leica once again. It's all about being patient, making sure, looking where the other driver's weak place side. Looks like Leica's maybe in that last sector, so if Deneen can pounce there, he could be good for the rest of the of that. Look at that, Leica really struggling with his car through that double left-hander there. But he closes up to Bruma nonetheless, as Deneen has a bad exit. But as now Atomic is maybe getting in on the action with Bagpuss. Gruff only a 1.5 second gap between those two there, with Bagpuss a further 1.8 behind. But Bagpuss is looking feisty around here. He's not been losing a lot of time. He's been gaining time to this battle, as they have been feisty. But meanwhile, talking about gaining, Short has been doing none of that. As what's happened to Phil? Phil's had an off. I don't know if we'll be able to see it. No, he won't. So Phil's had a massive off there. And something's happened to Phil, and he's gone down into 5th place from 3rd actually. So Aries are inheriting that 3rd position, and now flying through the long right-hander they go. Aries trying to get through, but it's going to be hard for him to make some ground. But at the moment, Aries holding that 3rd, and they're surprisingly Nika holding a good, consistent 4th position. And just behind that, we have this main battle at the moment between Deneen, Bruma and Leica. We're going to ride off board with Bruma actually. As Leica gets very close to the back. Leica is maybe looking for a slip here. Down into turn 1. He goes to the inside. Has he gone too deep? He has gone way too deep. He's gone way too late on the brakes. He went for the move and he got a bit too desperate. And now he's lost a heap of time. Let's ride on board with him once again. Let's ride on board with, on the off-board angle. And let's have a look how he stamps on those brakes so late. Went so wide compared to him. We ride on board. Let's ride on board with Bruma for a second there actually. Oh, he's caught someone out actually. I don't know who he caught out, but can we look at that again, or have I ruined that? Yeah, I've ruined that. Never mind. But it looked like just way too late of a move for Leica there. Now he's gone down to P9. 3 seconds behind Atomic, now almost 4. So he's got a lot of catching up to do if he wants to get back in that battle. Audacious move, but sadly didn't pay off for him that time around then. Oh, that's someone off as well. Is that Leica off again? No, it's not. That's Atomic off now. Atomic went off. Let's run on board. What's happened to Atomic here? He was just behind these lot. Oh, he's hit the grass. Oh, massive off for him there. Atomic losing all grip in his car by going off the track. He's going to have to recover very slowly to the track. So Atomic now not being able to close back up. So now he is he's behind Leica, and oh, Atomic size must be gone. Only 9 minutes into this race, Atomic has had a bad one, and I assume, yes, that's Timmy the Turtle flying through, and looks like Fifi has really gone off the pace, and Platypus with him as well actually. Look at, I don't know, Fifi's right there, and Platypus, I don't know where Platypus is in all of this. Looks like Platypus may have had an off of some kind. Platypus, actually, no, he's not. He's actually keeping with them just by the skin of his teeth there. As it looks like now a few people are pitting, Platypus Gruff being one of them, and he comes out of the pits presumably in P10, maybe even P11, as Fifi is closing up. Fifi's going to go for the move down the inside. Has he broken too late? Has he timed it perfectly? Oh, backwards grip on it. On newer tyres, got more grip. We'll be able to stay ahead for now then. As down, oh look at that beef, he goes for the move. He's a bit too far back to make that move for the Nissan GT2. Short still holding that second place, followed by Aries, followed by Nika. And then we've got a massive gap to Bruma, who's 4 seconds away from anyone, 10 seconds away from the car ahead of him. So he's got a lot of catching up to do if he's going to find anyone in this race. Or he'll have to make a mistake of some kind. But presumably he doesn't want to do. So it looks like there's a battle at the far reaches of the top 10. We're going to ride on board with Fifi. As it looks like Schmidt has now entered the pits actually, so we'll ride on board with that. All the top 4 actually entering the pits. Schmidt coming out now. Able to maintain that lead. That was crucial. If one of the other guys didn't pit, they may have been able to hold Schmidt up, but no, he's got that clean air he needs. He's got 2/3 of the track to himself, so he'll be loving his strategy calls in a moment. Second moment, short, all on new fitted tyres, and Bruma and Phil. So Phil being able to close up to Bruma actually. I'm not sure if one of them has got new tyres. I think, hang on, I'm just going to check this, guys. Phil looks like he's on new tyres. Bruma, they're both on new tyres. So Phil's caught up to Bruma then significantly in the past few laps then. So unless Bruma's had a massive off, let's have a look at this time. It's still 10 seconds, so Phil's just made an absolute charge for it. So Phil closing up now, he surely is going to make a move soon on the Swissman ahead of Bruma. Look how much traction he's got compared. He's on the super soft, Bruma's on the softs. So Phil theoretically should have much more grip as he comes down into the next few corners. He's really flying now. Is the Englishman? Can he try and maybe get past Bruma before turn 1? Or maybe at turn 1 is probably the best place for him if he gets a good exit at the final few corners. I'm also looking at the moment at this little battle at the back, but I'm going to keep on board with this as it looks like there's been a bit of exchange of positions at the back of the grid there. I'm just going to have that on replay. But at the moment we've got to look at this Phil versus Bruma battle. It's looking close. Phil is closing ever so slightly. Will he be able to get him down to turn 1? Bruma is quaking and down. Bruma defends it very well there and assuring that Phil couldn't get past. He's left a bit of a gap there, but he's been able to get make sure he gets a good exit using those marbles a bit. But down the inside, Phil may go. No, he looked for it, but he's not going to go for it. Meanwhile, I'm going to have a look at this fucker. Sorry guys for the swear. I pressed the wrong button once again. I was going to have a look. Oh, Phil goes down the inside though. Oh, Phil. Oh, so close getting down the inside. Sorry for the swear there, guys. I pressed the wrong button and that's really annoying me now. So, but anyway, why don't we talk about this little battle then? Oh, Platypus is off. So Platypus is off. Now we can replay something which is good. As we see ahead, that's Timmy. And is that Deneen in 10th who's in this little battle as well? So let's have a look then. Oh, Timmy's gone off as well. I'm just going to have to look at what's happened to Timmy. So something's happened to Timmy there. Timmy's off, but somehow he's been able to hold that position. So let's ride and board and see what happened here. Then Platypus was the person who went off here. So it's Fifi versus Platypus. And let's have a look. So Platypus clearly just runs wide and there's nothing he can do about it. He's been forced a bit wide by Fifi, but he could have done he could have made his job a little bit easier there. As there's still four-way little battles going on with Fifi now ahead of Deneen. As it looks like Deneen may have made a little mistake. As Fifi from at the start of the lap being 13th, now up in 10th. Good comeback from him on this up. I'd like to see that replay. He's now flying up the field. As now there's quite a big gap. Almost 5 seconds now between Schmidt and Short, first and second, with Aries a further 1.6 seconds behind. in P3, but P5 is still contested between Phil McConaughey and GR Bruma then. So Phil, Bruma really does hit the curb there. I'm just having a look, there's no other real overtaking opportunity for anyone at the moment. This is the closest battle on the track, so we're right on board for this for at least, I don't know, half a minute. Excuse me that. I don't know, it was going a bit cold, so I had to take a little bite of it. Look how close Phil's getting on the exits of the corners. Oh, look how close. It's so close. Phil must be just looking at that gearbox, to just be Bruma's gearbox and be thinking, what are you doing ahead of me? You need to get behind me. So Phil will make that his mission most probably at the end. Look how much Bruma's squirming. And now round the outside, Phil may go here. Phil's going to go and try round the outside. If he gets this, it'll be a beautiful move. He's going to have to stick it behind now. But surely he's got the exit on Bruma. Surely he's got the slip he needs. He's got all the slip he needs in the world. Will he be able to maybe contest down to turn 1? It looks like Bruma's downforce is just so much lower than Phil's. Just so tantalisingly close there for Phil. He tried it around the outside and sadly didn't work off for him that time around. And it looks like battles at the back happening once again. Platypus versus Timmy. We're about halfway through this race now. So now will Platypus maybe make a move on Timmy? They both have to be cautious out of that right-hander. So then Timmy's looks like he's had the better exit than Platypus this time around. As it looks like Denise had some kind of problems as well in the past lap. As he's lost 8 seconds that lap. His lap times have not been consistent recently, so he's going to have to really push. He can get a 38, we've seen that happen. At the moment doing a 47s. Let's have a look at Platypus' last lap in comparison. He's done 41, so if Timmy can get his lap right, he can close up by 4 seconds to Platypus ahead. But now we're riding on board with these two. This is probably the closest battle on track right now. I'm just going to have a look anywhere else if there's any close battles. Looks like Phil has got ahead of Bruma. Was that recent? That was, so it must have been down into the hairpin that those two exchanged positions. Sadly, I didn't see that. But it looked like it was a good move from Phil. They're down into the hairpin, I assume. As Bruma did lose a bit of ground, and Phil's probably shuts himself up the inside like an absolute don he is. But still, between Platypus and Timmy, it's close between these two. Oh, Platypus got off. Platypus has run wide there out of turn. What am I even trying to say? Turns. Obviously, it won't be turns, but wow, Platypus somehow regained that car there. Let's re-watch that actually. So he's just gone way too deep. He's had to try and recorrect it, and he's headed himself onto the gravel, and that's not going to be a welcome experience for his car or his nerves either, or his pants, to be fair. Looks like Arizona maybe starting to have a little bit of a charge now onshore. The gap is 1.5, 4.1, then back to Nika. Then after that you've got, look how much Phil's close on Nika compared to what Bruma could have, like on his own. Platypus now on his own, Atomic on his own after loads of people have been making mistakes. There's someone in the pits, I believe that could be his Platypus returns, heading to the pits. He may get a lap soon actually. I'm not sure how many races Platypus has done, but look at that Schmidt there, and look, so that's going to be probably one more lap, but he's gone. So he's been saying around about, let's say, a 140. Platypus does run one again. That's 4 seconds a lap really. Schmidt is closing. Look how much he's now away from short. 7.6 seconds, 1.3 seconds between these two. These two are now getting a bit closer. Very soon, but this should be some good on-board action for us guys to watch, as everyone else is all basically in qualifying mode as they're so far apart. But these two still quite close together, as Harry's is very close to his fastest lap at the moment, only 600ths away from it through the first sector alone there. So if we keep this up, he'll be closing right into RLH Short. His fastest lap being a 36.8, Short's being a 36.5 though. So Short, I'm not sure how he's done on this lap, but it does look okay at the moment as Leica does head into the pits. He's going to head out. And will that be a battle about to commence between him and Bagpuss? Bagpuss going to go up the inside. He's going to be able to break a lot later. And it looks like that's a complete move. Yes, it is there. And this is another battle that we can really get involved in here as Bagpuss comes into the next few corners and braking now. And from Leica's point of view, it looks like there could be a little bit of a battle here in the closing laps. We're 2/3 of the way through this race now. Only 10 minutes to go, and I feel like things could probably shake up. I can see some middle pack little battles going on here. Second, third and fourth, quite close actually. So that's short up. It's still ahead of Aries, ahead of Nika, and oh, in between that actually, that's Deneen in the mid pack of that. So Deneen will head into the pits now. It's not been a good race for him. More problems for the driver. He's going to fit on some more tyres, and those will go most probably to the end of the race now. And I hope to fast lap, but that'll be very hard for him considering what lap times he's proving out here today. Then it's just consistency for Deneen. If he can maybe practice a bit more, then his consistency will go through the midfield jump so much. But what a dominant display this has been. Could the gap go to 15 seconds by the end of the race? As Short looks to have made a mistake. Oh no, he's just headed out the pits. Never mind. Never mind, guys. Don't worry. So Short, with 10 minutes left, he's headed into the pits, and I assume everyone else will be at the end of this lap. So will Short get a little bit of a jump on Aries, or Aries, will he be setting fire and lights here as he goes and sets a quick lap? He's 1.3 seconds down, so not really something to scream about for Aries here in that in the Lexus. Down into the right hander, the quick right hander here. You're going, I don't even know. Fast. Let's just leave it at fast then. Let's have a look at the short speed through there then. It's quick. We're going what, 112? That's faster than any regulated motorway in the world. So I said regulated because obviously Autobahn you can go a bit faster than that, but still that is electric pace for these Super GT cars. Flying through the next few corners, and Aries Umbra got a bit of a gap to Giannica in behind, but now Schmidt is heading into the pits. It was 10.9. What would it be when he comes out of the pits then? Obviously we'll see Short fly through. It was 10.9. We need to have a look at when Short crosses the line. It says 21 at the moment. I can assume it's around the same. It's about 10.9, 10.8 seconds. And Short now flies past Aries Umbra. And that has been resolved. But now Aries much closer, only a second behind. And also Aries has the benefit as well of having a lap younger tyres that could help him in the final few laps than his Short tyres may start to get a bit old and a bit worse for wear then as we come down into the first of the few hairpins on this circuit then. 7 minutes to go. Will there be a dramatic ending to this race? It looks like Schmidt maybe had this under the cosh well, but look at that, Short going purple this lap as Deneen will have to get out of the way. Short is flying, so what is Aries Umbra doing here then? He is flying. They're all flying at the moment. This is quali lap kind of stuff here. As fuel is low, you've got new tyres and a lot of marble down on the track to have a lot of grip from, so these guys will be setting purples, I assume, very soon then, as we see Phil and Bruma close together, as Bruma looks to have got past Phil. Is that? I'm just going to have a look. I'm just going to see if anything has happened there. No, Phil's been closing up to Bruma actually, so Phil once again needs to get past Bruma. Now we have a look at Aries Umbra right at the back of Short then. This is what we need, and it's happened now. Aries so close, he must have enough slipstream in that car to get past. So now we're closing for Aries Umbra. Will he be able to do it down the top when it goes wide? Oh, he's looking for it and he's not going to be able to make it this time around. Then we've got Nika. Oh, look at this. And then Bruma and Phil. Phil is on the back of Bruma. What's happened to Bruma? Bruma's gone wide. He's heading to the pits. And that's why. Oh, God. That scared me for a second there. I thought he had been hit from behind. Let's run on board with Bruma there. Oh, this must have been a tense moment for him as we see Phil getting so close to the back of him. His tyres are gone at this point. He does lose the back a bit there, but he does head into the pits. That is all good for him in that situation then. As now, we're still on the replay, and the replay stopping, and it restarts with the Aries Umbra short battle. Umbra went for it, but he almost tried to go for it, and sadly not this time around. As now Schmidt gets past another lap car of Timmy the Turtle. Timmy does run wide in the process. Denise run off as well. 13th and 12th, both having little offs there, as Timmy's going to have to get out of the way now of short. Oh, and Aries Umbra, that's really not a good place for Timmy to slow down, as Aries Umbra's been probably lost a lot of time from that. Now 6 Teslas, that's Platypus off as well. All of the bottom half of the grid having little moments. Oh, look at that, Timmy's got off as well. They're all losing grip in this kind of section. Let's have a look at Timmy then. So what's happening here? Why has he gone so wide? So he's already lost a bit of grip. He's on new tyres though, so it shouldn't really be a problem. Just come around this next corner. What's happening there? He's just gone straight on. He's lost all grip and just gone straight on. He must have a slow puncture or something. As now he's behind Denise. Denise's been able to get past. And it looks like he's had another little incident. And he's now going into the pits. So what's happening here then? So Denise just head up the inside there. Let's just ride on board Denise for a second here. Let's have a look what happened here. So Denise just went up his inside and couldn't move from Denise there to get past. But anyway, battles. Oh god, that was a voice break. Battle's still going on. Short and Aries being the main one at the moment. We can see Aries in the back, in the rearview mirror, which is now the back side of Short's car. Through the gearbox, we see Nicker just peeping through on the distance there. There's Phil on his own in P5, just behind them, as we can see on the map. Running over Short right now. Nicker, how far is he behind? It's only 3.3, so it's not too bad for Nicker there. But another battle that we need to keep a little eye on is actually, that'll be 11th and 12th of Platypus and Denise, who have both been lapped these times. We've only probably 2 laps to go left in this race for the top drivers. Platypus does seem to be getting away from Denise ever so slightly. It's about that 1.8 second gap at the moment, as Timmy the Turtle once again in the pits. As Aries Umbra now closing up once again to RLH Short. Will there be a little bit of a difference on how Aries Umbra takes it this time around? He's got the slip he needs. Will he be able to get the slip on Short to get past maybe down the turn? When he goes to the inside, he's going to duck to the inside. Will he get that move done? Touchy stuff there, as Short is somehow held on, but Aries is only 1/10 behind to the outside now. When he switches to the inside, he's going to hold him behind this time round then. So, so close for those drivers now. It looks like, if I can have a look, yeah, that's Platypus and Denise in still a little bit of a battle there. As also, I don't know what position that is now. That's 6th and 7th of Leica and Bruma. They're closing up as well. As let's ride on board. As that is Pete. Oh, there's a little battle there. Is that the light? Is that that's Platypus and Denise? And Denise managed to head past Platypus. And at the top here, Aries Short. They're getting very close. Oh, Aries has lost it. Somehow, how has he recovered that? Aries has recovered that, but Nick has been able to get past though. And wow, what a save from Aries Umbra there. Let's ride on board with that. That must have been something to save. So he's come out of the hairpin here. He's obviously touched the curb. Oh! Wow, what a save there from Aries Umbra. And let's ride on board with Nick on that one. Nick must have seen a beautiful view of that. So let's ride on board with Nicker in this little battle. He's just behind these guys. And oh, Aries, how has he saved that? Nick has been able to capitalise though. So he'll be happy about that one. And looks like Nicker now 1.2. Only away. Could Nicker get involved? Could Nicker get past Short here? He's got much better tyre life. So with only a lap to go, maybe 2. Yeah, probably 2 laps to go in this race. Nicker has a chance of getting past Short. He's been just holding him behind. And now that battle's taking place, Nicker has got a massive chance here of getting past RLH Short. The person who hasn't been really on our radars the whole race, now looking for that 2nd place. A good race from him. 11 seconds ahead of Schmidt. But this battle could get very tasty. Could Aries Umbra get involved once again? We don't know. It's yet to be answered yet, as Liker's lost, I believe, lost a position to Bruma somewhere around the lap there. There's Bagpuss and Atomic are both very close together actually, but right on board from the back of Atomic then. Through the final few corners then, Bagpuss will hold it. He will hold it round. Let's hope he doesn't hit the ground. He's got a much better race than Atomic. Oh, he's hit the back of Atomic there. That's really pushed him forward, and that's not what Bagpuss would have wanted there. Is now he's lost a lot of time to Atomic by aiding him forward there. So Atomic being gifted a godly gift there, as it looks like now this is going to be our main battle coming into the final lap now for Schmidt. I believe these four. So yes, so Schmidt will be starting his last lap 25 seconds ago. So all these guys, most probably a back marker as well of who's that back marker? I'm not too sure. It's not letting me show at the moment who that is, but these guys will finish, do their last lap, and then a back marker as well. Phil will probably be the first person to cross the line to finish his race then. So Phil up to line will take a very nice, very great actually P5 after all the battle he's had to do today. And hopefully there we go. There we go. So we will take P6 at the end of this, just ahead of Liker in P7. We need to have a look at this battle as well. So Boomer P6, Liker P7. There's no other real battles going on, so we need to look at this little battle here. Aries Zumba has got past Nika. I'm not sure where this was. Oh, it was so over the last few corners. So Nik has had it off. Nik has had a little bit of a touchy moment there, and Aries Zumba, he's been able to dive up the inside, down his leg, and he's pushed Nika a bit wide there, as into the neck, and as now Aries Zumba has taken back that third position. We thought Nika maybe had to take that second position away from Shaw. It looks like Shaw may have it down covered now, with only one sector to go left for these guys. Aries Zumba looks to be holding down P3, but now we come up to the line. Everyone else is finished except for the top four, and the first place man today will be Schmidt. He's led from start to finish, pole and the win goes to Schmidt. I believe he's led every lap as well. What a result from the man there. And now second place will be RLH Short. The chick kicks, not 88, he's been number 77. He's been Valtteri Bottas in disguise. P2 for P Short, Aries Zumba in P3, and across the line in P4. It looks like he's run out of fuel. Yes, he has. GR Nika will be the last person to cross the line. But now, Schmidt out on top. A great result from him. Everyone now finished the race. A good race there. 31 minutes long, and a beautiful display from all the drivers. Congratulations to Schmidt there. Very nice race. Look at that pole position, fastest lap, and led every lap. That is a perfect race for him. And then now apparently there's a 10-minute sprint race. Oh! I was not. No. So we're not done yet, guys. We've got another race yet. It's a 10-minute showdown. Imagine if it's reverse grid. Oh my god. So guys, thank you for the 8 of you watching. If you are watching, please leave a comment to let you guys get the recognition you deserve for staying in the chat basically for the whole race. Apparently there's a 10-minute sprint race now. So what can we expect from this? So Short will be just changing a few settings before the lights go green. 10-minute race. Grid order has been changed to set by host, so I'm not sure how the grid's going to be done here, guys. But it possibly is going to be, if it's reversed, then I beg it's reversed grid. Boom. If it's reverse grid, then oh my gosh, we're in for it with a shock, because this could be interesting. But everyone's now entering. It's reverse grids. Oh my, this is going to be amazing. Guys, you have come to the right place for your Monday night entertainment then. Thank you so much for watching so far, but we're not done yet. Let me know if you're watching on the stream. Just give me a quick hi or something. Reverse grids, 10-minute sprint. This cannot go wrong. Here we go then. We're just setting up now. Sure, we'll be editing the grid. Just making sure everything's all in place. And then we'll be starting. This will be a very interesting one. If it's reverse grid, then oh my gosh. You'll be penalised for shoving through. So I assume then they're basically clean racing, as I think everyone should know. So this is the time for the back guys to shine. As now we get ready for the reverse grid race then. Everyone's entered. And hopefully it'll be a good race. 10 of you watching, thank you very much for watching. We are almost ready to start. Internet socially distancing. Oh, we are loving it. Look at all the cars are socially distancing here. They're keeping that 2-meter gap as we get ready to start this race. We've got all 13 cars with Atomic at the back at the moment, but in the back of everything will be Schmidt when we do start this race. And so if you are watching guys, what are your predictions? Obviously Schmidt was first, he got the fast lap, he got pole, and he got the race win, and he led every lap. So surely, even though he's starting at the back, you gotta maybe give himself a bit of credit. Bill McConaughey, could he be someone to watch out for? He's going to be starting mid-grid. It could be definitely someone to watch out for. Could Airy Zumbrel get involved in a bad end to the race? So surely that could be something for him to watch out about. Deneen, he has good pace when he wants to be, but sometimes he cannot get that pace into race conditions then. Everyone's still signing up, so hopefully before long we should be in a place. I'm not racing. Why does it say I'm racing? I'm definitely not racing. Does it say I'm racing? No. I'm not racing. Don't know why if you say I'm racing. So hopefully within the next few minutes we will be heading out then. So no, can we just start this now please? Because I think everyone in the stream wants to see some action. And soon enough we get going. And people are now heading out on track. So now we shall be starting the session. The short leaves the pits. He will start all of this race now. We're all in that little phase now where we're just waiting, just silently waiting for short to start. Is that short starting? Is someone out? No, no one's out at the moment. We're just waiting very patiently for everything to be set up. Obviously reversed grids do take time to set up, so for now we just have to wait until everything is ready then. The pit crews are ready. If there is any damage, hope you guys are enjoying your Monday, and hopefully this will be a good way to end it. And we are now starting the race. Hopefully you guys are still on the stream. 7 of you watching, let's keep it that way. Here we go then. Any moment now we shall be starting this race. We are all internet socially distancing, and who will be our race winner at the second race of Autopolis today then, as we've now started the final. Schmidt has got everyone in position and the reverse grid is about to take place. Boy oh boy, you should be ready for this one. Reversed grid. This cannot be good. Surely there's going to be some incident. Timmy the Turtle starting on pole. Schmidt at the back of the grid. This is only going to go well. Here we go then. Just waiting for the lights to go green then. I'm just looking at my I'm looking at the box. Here we go. We go to red lights. Everybody up their engine. And we go to the green light. We're starting now at Autopolis for the second race late. Fifi's had an amazing start. And look at that, everyone trying to get past each other down towards turn 1. Timmy maintains the lead for now. Has he got a bit wide? He has gone wide. Timmy's gone off the track instantly. Fifi's taking the lead. Bagpuss got out of it as well. Shorten at the back of all of that. It looks like towards turn number 2, Fifi is taking the lead. And already Gio Broom on the inside of Atomic. That's Aries Umbo as well getting involved with the lead. Everyone trying to get past very quickly. Schmidt, we see Schmidt versus Short. This is a battle to have a look at. Schmidt's just trying to stay patient. We've got 5-6 laps of this. So, Fifi in the lead still. Atomic and Broomer. Broomer into second. Aries into third. Atomic in fourth now. Deneen in fifth. Nicholas in Phil in seventh. Riding on board now with Short. He's going to be right on the back of Lycan. Then just behind him in P10 will be Schmidt. He's going to maybe send it. Got to go around the outside of Short. This could be a double move if he can get this right. And Short's going to stay on that inside. So no move can happen. Just behind that Platypus. Looks like he's gone off. Oh, he's gone for his round. Platypus round. And that's going to really take a toll on any action he's got today ahead of him. So now, massive train, massive balance. Lycan's lost it. Lycan's really lost it. And that's going to be a negative effect for Short as well. Schmidt's been able to get past now. And Schmidt now up into that 9th position. 8th is Lycan still. Lycan's back end really going for it. As now, Nickers, Atomic, Deneen. Look at that Aries Umber now on the back of Fifi. Aries could really be in contention of winning this. Fifi's run wide. That's Fifi down maybe into third now. As yes, oh, they're still going side by side. And Fifi now has to go back into that 3rd position. 4 now. 4th is Deneen. 5th is Nicker. Followed by Atomic and 6th. Then Phil in 7th. We're going to ride on board with Phil now. Down towards the next corner. He's going to try around the outside maybe. It's Atomic. It's going to be close. Phil's gone wide. Phil's off the track. Oh, and Phil's round. That's not what Phil would have wanted. He's gone for the move. And sadly, that's not going to be happening for him. As RLH Short now in P10. He's got to fly out of back. Schmidt already in P7. Been a good race. Make sure there's no barging lads out on track. 7 minutes to go in this race. Nicker on the back of Deneen. Deneen having a very solid job considering he was down in P13. So surely Deneen will be able to get some mega points from this. I'm not sure how the points system is based now, but GR Broomer versus Aries looks like it's going to be the battle at the moment. With Broomer now extending that gap with Fifi 1.2 seconds behind, followed by Deneen, followed by Nicker. Nicker could get involved very quickly as well as Atomic runs wide and enables Schmidt to go alongside him now. Surely this is going to be a battle that's going to be over quite quickly then. Atomic down the inside. We have Schmidt around the outside potentially. No, not this time around. So Schmidt staying around that outside line for now. And someone else has commented in the chat. That's Fretty. How to set a car. So he stops asking us. Oh, a little bit of dialogue in the comments there. As Aries Umbra gets close to the back of Broomer. I have a feeling that Aries could be taking this lead before turn 1 here then. Aries closing up still. It's so close between these two. Surely Aries has got it now. He's closing up still. He's right on the back of Broomer. So now down into turn number 1 they both go. And Broomer somehow with some defensive skills has been able to maintain, but Aries still right on his back. We're going to ride on board with him. Broomer in behind. Aries out to the left hand side. Surely soon Aries is going to get past Broomer, but not this time around. At the moment, Aries going to have to stay in behind. He's hit the back of Broomer now. Giving a little punt there as Fifi, Deneen and Nicker are really in the battle as well. There's Schmidt and the next to the train. Behind him is Atomic, Leica, Bagpuss, Gruff, and then Short in behind, finishing the train at this moment in time for that little battle going on there. We can't see anything happening there. So we're going to quickly go back up to the front. Then look at that Aries Umber trying to go up the inside. He's made Broomer run wide. That's the move for Aries Umber he needed. He needed that move, and it's now happened. He's now ahead of Broomer with only 5 minutes to go. Surely it's going to be a good result now, as Broomer will probably not be able to get as close again. Broomer will be fighting for his life. He wants that P1 back. As P3 at the moment is Fifi, followed by Nicker. And this is now turning into a massive train in behind. As Fifi holding on for dear life. And oh, he's run wide and Nicker's been able to get through. He's just going to try and hold on. Now that's Schmidt just behind Deneen now. Schmidt's really making a move up of things now. Closing in still, Deneen we trying to hold on to that fifth. Fifi runs a bit wide. Surely Schmidt's going to get past both of them. Oh, Denise has a bit of a tag slap around the exit there. And surely now Schmidt will be closing up and maybe getting the move done on Denise. So how will Denise react? Will Denise go to the inside at all? Or is he just going to stay in behind? Maybe Schmidt's going to look for the next move at turn number 2 then. These guys really will be fighting for it. As this is all for the good points. Down into the next corner. Oh, Schmidt's got broken very late into that corner in comparison to Denise there. So Denise's going to have to hold up at the moment. And he's hit the back of Fifi there. Not what he wanted to see is now down into the hairpin they go. Denise takes a wider line. Very good defending actually. He's got a good exit out of it as well. Taking that wide line and showing that Schmidt cannot go up the inside. But meanwhile, in behind all of that, we have got Zatomic closing. And Deneen now potentially is going to lose the position to Schmidt. Maybe down to the inside of the hairpin. Will Deneen go to the inside? He will not. Oh, there's been a bit of contact there. Deneen's run wide. He's gone onto the grass. And Schmidt's... Oh, look at that. Schmidt's lost a lot of time from that. He's waiting for Deneen. And now Shaw's getting involved. I can see Shaw in behind. Shaw's going to try and make it free wide down into the right hand. No, he's going to come out on top of that. That's going to be Schmidt. Schmidt versus Leica still. Schmidt up the inside of Leica. And Schmidt's got that P6, P5. At the moment, it's still that Deneen. Then Zatomic. Then Schmidt. Then Leica. Then Shaw trying to go around the outside back. But maybe he has to get in on that action as well. Shaw up the inside once again. These two guys side by side through the final few corners 3 minutes ago. That's 2 laps. And somehow Shaw's been able to get out on top of that one. Woo, with a few corners to go. And then now, at the moment, Aries are now creating a gap. Surely that's what it will be at the end of the race. But Fifi now will be looking behind him. An absolute agony. Deneen's got a penalty. And he's been able to get rid of that very quickly. So Deneen being able to benefit from GT Sport and his actions. And now it's Atomic looking for the move. And don't forget Schmidt. Schmidt's in behind these two. So Atomic's going to try and go around the outside. Deneen holding the inside for now. It's going to be a left-hander though. So Atomic will have the inside. Deneen's broken deeper. Deneen's got onto the curb a bit there. Schmidt on the inside. But now, who's got the inside line? It's going to be Deneen to the next corner. For the moment, I think Deneen is safe. Deneen will be safe this time around. But these guys still absolutely putting their hearts and souls into this. Schmidt's just trying to get past Deneen any way possible, and it's just not happening at the moment. As now Williams getting tracked down by Nick, and the two Guarana racing drivers now closing up to each other, as that'll be a battle as Atomic runs a bit wide of Fifi and Deneen as well somehow in that battle. And now Schmidt, oh, it looks like Deneen's been overtaken as yeah, that's happened. And now Deneen closing up now is Schmidt on Deneen. Surely these guys are going to have to exchange positions soon, as Schmidt does have the faster car. Oh, down the inside now goes Schmidt. He gets his opportunity and he's worked it well. Down the inside of the long right-hander. And Deneen's not been able to cope with that one, as we've got probably a lap to go for these guys now. Top 3 will probably get 2 laps in, everyone else probably a lap. As we come around the final corner for a last time now. Looks like Schmidt's had a better run than Atomic out of it. It's going to be side-by-side action down to turn 1 for these two, as they now fly through. And looks like Atomic's got a bit less downforce than Schmidt on that car. Then behind we got Deneen, who's just holding in there. Then Short in behind, looking for a move on Deneen now. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was gonna go for the replay for lap 1, but that wasn't gonna happen, was it? Oh, there's been contact between Leica. Leica's gone. Oh no, it wasn't Leica. Who was that? That was Deneen running one. Deneen's now down in P10. It's Phil. Has been able to get himself up into P9, and Leica somehow has got involved in that one. Atomic now being overtaken by Schmidt into the next corner, and these two getting still very close to each other. Schmidt holding on for dear life, and then Fifi ahead. Fifi surely going to get overtaken, maybe down into the hairpin. Oh, he's going to be close down in there, and at the moment Fifi's got him on exit. Schmidt's there. Schmidt's here. He's there. He's everywhere. It's Schmidt, and he's going to get even closer. Down into, oh, the right-hander. And at the moment, he's going to have to back out of that one. Schmidt ever closing. Oh, look at that, just behind Atomic. And Atomic and Shaw having a little battle there. Oh, maybe down the inside, Shaw goes. Atomic cuts it off for now, but Shaw, maybe with a double apex, maybe has to make a move at that. And not this time out with 8 seconds on the clock. We're going to see Aries start a lap, but that'll be the last person to start a lap. Then Nicker up time. Will he be able to start another lap? No, he will actually. And then the next person across the line will be Bruno to finish. Then these guys will be the next people to finish. Then Fifi, Schmidt. Oh, Shaw gets to something on the line. Phil gets 9th. 10th goes to Deneen in the end. 11th goes to Bagpuss. 12 will most surely go to Platypus. And 13 will be Timmy the Turtle, starting on pole. Has had some severe damage there, as we've still potentially got a battle, but it's a 4.2 second gap. So almost a victory lap for Aries Umber and Nicker here, getting that P1 and P2. But these guys, what a 10 minutes we had there. And I think now, finally, we can actually have a look at that replay of lap 1. So now looking at lap 1, it was all looking good. Let's run on board, say, let's go mid-pack here. So Bruma. How are we looking at Bruma? So Bruma gets past a lot. Bruma had a very good start, actually. Let's ride off board and ride quickly on board and just have a look at where Aries is on track. Yeah, we can ride on board with Bruma again. So Bruma has an electric start. That's Aries Umbra, excuse me. So we see Bruma head in P7. Goes up the inside of a few. We see Aries Umbra in his rear view mirrors as well. And Bruma's been able to just capitalise well on all of this. As now, surely we'll be seeing Aries Umbra coming around the final few corners, and it'll be a good win for him. A very nice win for Aries Umbra, coming across the line. He's been able to capitalise on other people's mistakes and across the line, getting through all the carnage to take P1. Nicker, very respectable P2. And now to the end of everything, Aries Umbra taking home the W. So the second race, the very short race, will go to Aries Umbra. 10 positions gained from P11 on the grid to finish P1 with a clean race, and all of that is something to really be proud of. So well done to Aries Umbra there. And if there is a massive pie with all the guys in, I will join that. If Aries Umbra's not in there, sadly, we won't talk to him, but we'll just see what the party's saying, if there is one. I'm just looking down, guys, if there is a party. Hopefully there is some kind of party that I can hop into. If not, we will, or we can see, yeah, there's a party going on here. Let's have a look then. Hello.
But a very good result, Fifi.
Yeah, oh, Aries Umbra's joined. I think we're going to interview well, give a quick interview to the top two. Well, but the top one for each one. First place for both of them. Please, if whoever's watching the stream, may just turn it down so I don't get a massive echo. Obviously, we've got to firstly note out Schmidt here. Schmidt, amazing race. Pole, fastest lap. I believe you led every lap on that 30-minute race. Well done to you. How was that first race for you?
Pretty good. Went better than I expected. Yeah, overall, that's all I can say about it. It went well.
Well, yeah, it's just
done any better, I don't think.
Yeah, consistently at the front. Yeah, Sebastian Vettel 2013-esque kind of thing, taking all the records he could. And that first one. How do you feel about the second race?
It's a challenge on this track. It was like, you know, it's hard to sort of. I don't know. Like I think it did alright. It went really well. It was quite fun. Because I finally got to race some people. No offense, Short or anybody. But yeah, it was difficult to kind of work your way through the field. But overall, yeah, it's good. But it's been like for all the sprint races, it's been like kind of hit or miss of how well you do.
Yeah, I'm loving these sprint races. I don't think I caught my breath for at least 5 minutes after that race started, where there was a tiny bit of a piece for about 5 seconds where I could actually take a breath, because let's just say if I had the coronavirus, I would not be still standing. I'd probably be dead by now after that second commentary. But well done on that first and oh, corona. Well done on that P1 in that first race. And when did you come in the second? I believe P4, was it?
No, a bit further down.
Bit further down, actually.
Yeah, I can't remember. It
P
was further
something.
down.
Shane, you were fifth in the sprint race.
Oh, let's have a look.
Okay.
Let's have a look. Let's have.
I
Yeah,
was
you came
sixth.
5th. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Aries Umbra, are you in the party? Yeah, I can hear you perfectly, mate. So great. Well, could you just describe both races for us? The first race went pretty well for you. Second race, even better. So let's start with the first one. How was that race for you? Oh yeah, jeez, yeah. That was something. I got it as well on replay, so we could see from multiple angles. That was something, and how you recovered that, and then the tyres still there to finish in a good position was astonishing, really, to be fair. Well, yeah. Well, yeah. Sorry, it seems like you really do thrive off the starts. Really, I saw, I caught a little bit of the start from you there, and I saved it so we could have a look while you were just on your parade lap, basically. I was just looking at Broom. We got the best start, and I could just see you in behind, just cutting through the pack, coming into turn 1 already, and close. And I believe you're up to like P7 or something by turn number 2, which was absolutely astonishing. Well, yeah. All in all, great start, and then you were able to maintain it and get past a few cars, and been able to take home the dub. Well, yeah, well done on probably the best results out of anyone today, and well, yeah, and does anyone else in this massive pie want to contribute at all?
No.
Fun.
You just say dub.
I did say dub.
Oh dear.
We do love a dub.
That is all.
That is all. Alright, cool. Thank you so much for everyone for watching. It's been a good stream. And what a race it was, to be fair. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Like and subscribe, and goodbye.